Nice to see you, my young friend.
Halo Dika, ada Dika. Gimana Dik? Waduh, sudah ada siluman merah nih. Trite mau kopi dulu link. Ntar ya, iya. Mana kok nggak ada channel sendiri sih? Trawihnya di Hogwart, anjay. Share. Siluman merah kemarin ramai tadi. Hari dance. Speak with Sebastian. Where's the Sebastian? Hey, Anda kenapa alone di sini?
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Who's that?
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Lupa saya. I'm curious about the dark arts.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
I am.
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting us on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victims' cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
Alright.
I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Yay. Slytherin. Halo, selamat malam, selamat berbuka. Selamat berbuka, Pak Ipanho. Selamat berbuka. Selamat berbuka. Ya. Setelan main bola. Where do we now?
Revelio.
Nothing happened. Nani desu ka?
Lumos.
Cuma di tengah.
Revelio.
Sana dia. Tumben ke jalan sama kecengannya. Waduh.
Protego. Reparo. Lumos.
Iya. Lah, mana orang-orangnya? Kan tadi rame.
Reparo. Lumos.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Levioso.
Salah.
Accio.
Sarcio.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
Malam Katri, malam Kadana. Oh, gelap ya. Dinaikin dulu. Bukan gelap, dia emang kacamatanya gelap. Enggak sih, emang gelap. Malam Kadana. Udah nyampe Semarang? Apa belum? Mana ini brightness. Gak ada. Oh, udah. Halo Humura.
Hello, Homura. Revelio.
Halo Humura. Tadi sigaret.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have...
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig things?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed, trust me.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the
Gareth
first
Weasley.
one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig things for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Revelio! This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password?
Descendium.
Descendium!
Nanti.
Goodness,
Kita.
who knew this was all down here? Revelio! A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though.
Reparo.
Reparo! That seems to have done the trick. This castle will never cease to surprise me.
Pasti ada.
Revelio. Glacier. Defender. Confringo. Revelio. Arresto momentum. I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here? Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo.
Ini kayak tempat tadi ya. Kayak muter. Iya emang. Sini plastik.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ini.
If I could lift this platform, I think I could get it to work. I'm going to have to get past this. Levioso! Reparo! Levioso! Confringo! Reparo! One more to go and I'll make it across. Leviosa! Something is getting in the way of that platform. Repulsor! Confringo! Accio! Leviosa! Revelio! Leviosa! Aha! Got it. This must be the way. I need to find a way to open that gate. Confringo! Something smells sweet. Must be close to honeydukes. Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find dried billywig stings for Gareth? Revelio. I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Come on in. Don't be shy. You can stop by any time.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion, an ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
You're back! Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you.
All the potions you've brewed.
Jauh, jalannya jauh. Mesti nyikreh.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Jalan kaki. Jalan kaki.
Accio!
Aco. Rumah siapa nih? Ya, 3.
Revelio. This place has seen better days. Arresto momentum.
I'm sorry to...
Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo.
No.
The beasts are safer now. Revelio. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Upper Hogsfield.
It's like a place right out of a story.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Brottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Ranrock?
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Fine now then.
Hello, Hamora.
Revelio. Revelio.
Whoa.
Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done? Thank you for passing through.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Come now, don't be stingy.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
You will regret coming here.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Oh, the wizards are running scared. As they should be.
Patricus Totalis.
Oh,
Arrest the momentum.
such one less human to worry about. You will regret it.
Defender. Arrest the momentum. Good friend. Defender. Protego. Defender.
I won't. Ooh, this shouldn't take long.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise. One camp down, one more to go. Revelio. Confringo. Arrest the momentum.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Floop.
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a Grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
Well, as it happens, I have what you need. Here. Not sure it'll help you, though. Be careful, won't you?
Oh, you're a gem, you are. I'll be sure to be very careful. And you be careful too. No Grim is going to get me. Thanks to you, kind child. I must insist that you accept this small token of me gratitude.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Such arrogance.
Glacius! Defender!
I won't bet. One less human to worry about. One ready to fight.
Arrest the momentum. Confringo! Glacius! Defender!
Just here. What's that? Who's there? I'll get you.
Confringo!
Wait a minute.
Defender! Glacius! Arrest the momentum. Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Accio! Both camps cleared. Madam Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Revelio. Levioso! Repulso! Confringo! If only Professor Fig could have seen that. Wonder who lives here.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
I do miss the bustle of business.
Hello, Madam Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. Thank you for passing through.
Ranrock's loyalists can't keep us in fear forever. Certainly less of them about.
Revelio. Levioso!
Avoiding our problems.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
You've heard twice. What's that?
Arresto Momentum! Confringo! Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Potato.
Did I hurt you?
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
I know your face now! You shan't evade me again! Seems I scared off the little puffskin.
Good riddance.
Hello? Someone there?
Jatuh. Wait.
do you think you're doing?
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
When the clouds are dark.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo. Revelio. Glacius. But I still need to visit the cave to find Zerona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's all the Hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or live all together. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything.
Don't try that expelling.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender.
I hope your affairs are in order.
Arresto momentum. Protego. Revelio.
You might as well watch if you've been around the kitchen.
Revelio.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlic?
It is! Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard, I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories. Folks still talk about you taking down that.
I'll fix him. That chance.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula. Create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula? Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Aloha Mora. Where is that venomous tentacula?
What could be? Stop! Stop, bandit!
Expelliarmus! Where is that venomous tentacula? Confringo! Arresto momentum. Confringo! Glacius! Defender! So many fighters. It's a wonder they haven't taken over the whole house. Revelio. Defendo. Confringo. Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Lumos. Repulsor. Confringo.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
What if he sticks like this?
What? Don't be silly. A week? I don't feel well. Oh, stop.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Included.
Revelio. Confringo! Accio! Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Descendo. Levioso. Depulso. Revelio. Incendio! Lumos.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello again. Were you able to get to Honeydukes?
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whiz beer.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Confringo.
Why did I never learn how to swim?
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the Crossed Wands Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
How has wizard kind fallen short in its treatment of mer people?
Well, we've consistently deemed mer people as being beneath us despite the many similarities between our cultures. One can hardly blame them for declining being status by the ministry years ago. Who are we to classify those of such beauty and intelligence?
What do you imagine a liaison to the mer people would do?
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about them. After I've mastered swimming, I perfect my mermish, of course, and I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about wizard kind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
What is it about the mer people that interests you so much?
I can't begin to tell you how brilliant they are. I mean, rumour is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known mer people, sirens, come from Greece. And of course Scotland has Selkies and Ireland is home to Merrows. I could go on for ages about them. Their glorious underwater communities, domestication of sea life, their art and music. It's a travesty how little is understood about them.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water. I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon, I'll see for myself. I just know it.
Look at this place. Did the mer people really leave Nerida an artifact? Lumos! Confringo! Lum... Now then, I'll need you to come with me. Now for the rest of you. Confringo! Lumos. What do we have in here, then? Nerida will be happy about this. Revelio. Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
Then I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again, so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
You should consider carrying a protection.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
I cannot thank you enough. If you could just find a few more, I'd be so very grateful.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual engagements for an eternity now.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Lumos. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Excellent. Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Confringo. Levioso. Repulso. Arresto momentum. Protego. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside. Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Whew. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Revelio. Descendo. Reparo. Lumos. Revelio.
I don't think owls make very good.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ends up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while. Just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Callie scullions and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
Revelio. This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Descendo! Repulsor! Levioso! Accio! Descendo! Repulsor! Check. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next. Levioso! Accio! Repulsor! Levioso! Accio! I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Accio! Repulsor! Levioso! Accio! Repulsor! Accio! Repulsor! Accio! Repulsor! Accio!
Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Depulso. 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 Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo. Leviosa. Accio. Depulso.
Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herodiana Byrne. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this. Fronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
How nice to see you, my young friend.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stuff as long as I could. Lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius? Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Confringo! This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs in ritual stargazing.
Lumos.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as... as I expected.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos! More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no. Not this close to school, Amit. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos! Look! There's the table! I think you should do the honors. Go on, Try it out.
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon. Incredible! Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Enjoy suffering, do you?
See myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own
Descender.
Protego.
Confringo. Descender.
Glacius! Defender! Descender!
Someone's here.
Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Descend! Potato! Confringo! Descendo! Confringo! Glacius! Defender!
Why can't I hit you?
Descendo! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
That was meant for me.
Expelliarmus!
Kitty, not quite.
Descendo!
You can't stop me. Not quick enough.
Defender! Descendo! No! Glacius!
What was that?
Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Descender!
You have defeated our encampment in the tower.
No better than that by now.
Revelio! Descender!
Unfortunate disappointment.
Glacius! Defender! Revelio!
One less shoot.
Descendo! Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Descendo! Confringo!
You are.
Glacius!
Can't win.
Defender! Descender! Confringo! Defender! Revelio!
Dead.
Revelio! No, you don't. Levioso!
I've never seen a sword like it.
Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Do cooperate, won't you? Professor Howard will never believe this.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Glaciers! Defend them!
Wait a moment.
Defender! Confringo!
No!
Dispotato!
You're no...
Descendo! Glaciers! Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Confringo. Descendo. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Reparo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Seems quiet. Too quiet. Someone there?
Descendo. Protego. Confringo. Glaciers. Defendo. Descendo. Confringo. Levioso. Descendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Depulso. Incendio. Protego. Descendo. Confringo. Glacier. Defendo. Descendo. Confringo. Glaciers. Protego. Descendo. Confringo. Glaciers. Defendo. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo.
Thank you for making me the first.
Glacier. Revelio. Confringo.
Who's that?
Descendo.
There.
Glacier. Defendo. Descendo. Confringo.
Descender! Protego! Stop avoiding me! Confringo! Blessing! Defender! No! Descender! Confringo! Oh! Protego!
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. This looks intriguing.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Descendo. Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Descender. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Descender. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Compulso. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Descender. Confringo. Revelio.
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Lumos.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oh, how I love a good puzzle. Must have snuck in after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale? Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty.
It's good luck for me you stopped by today. Glad you were able to stop by.
Mr. Haggerty, can you remind me what we spoke about?
I told you about my thieving sister, Catherine. Ran off with a family heirloom and goodness knows what else from our neighbours.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Mr. Haggerty, can you remind me what we spoke about?
I told you about my thieving sister, Catherine. Ran off with a family heirloom and goodness knows what else from our neighbours.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.